Alright guys, so we're back in the world of Where Winds Meet, and today in this video I'm just going to be going over some of the early game things that you should be trying to aim to get. I'm talking about early assassination tools, just different skills, abilities, emotes, and things like that that's actually going to benefit your gameplay. I know a lot of players are actively grinding. Your first day has been probably pretty good, but I want to make sure that you get all the items you need, like killing fans and just some of the key stuff that a lot of players are going to miss. I don't want to waste any more time, so let's dive right on in. So first things first, let's go ahead and get you the backstab assassination. Now the reason why we're going for this very first is because this is going to help us bridge the gap to getting some of the other very important things, and you're going to really need it. It's going to make your gameplay just much easier. You'll be able to backstab enemy camps, and there's going to be a lot of missions that's going to be stealth based that you will need to have a backstab to really make yourself have a very easy time getting through it. So that's what we're going to be doing here real quick. So first things first, you're going to be heading over to this fort in the Battle Crest slopes, and what you're looking for is this massive area which is going to house essentially a secret area that's going to lead to basically getting this skill. So first things first, you're going to be looking at the center area or near the front gate, because there's two fires you need to light. You're going to have to take out a guard, well, it's actually kind of like a big guy with two little smaller guards, and basically finish him off, get his key, get his items, and then activate the flame. And then off on the side there will be another additional flame on the wall that you need to go up to and activate it. Now once you do this, you're going to essentially unlock a secret area that leads underground, and from here you're going to just use your like jump slam thingy, I forget what it's called, but your jump slam thingy, and then you're going to make your way under and then navigate through this area. Now where things get a little bit hectic is when you get to the actual puzzle, because the puzzle is a little bit confusing. I'm just going to have it play on screen so you have a better idea of how it is. You can slow it down or just go back, but I'm just going to play the key parts where it's important, because you're basically just swapping like four things essentially. From here, you're going to just simply run through this entire area. Just be mindful there are a mountain of chests coming through this area. And after you finish this up, you're going to get to the very end and pick up the assassination skill, which is going to be very, very good for pretty much the rest of your progression in the game. Now that you have this item, I'm going to highly recommend from here on out that you continue the main story quest. I think a good portion of you are probably going to be pushing towards 15 and maybe 20 at this point, but continue the main story quest, because what you're looking for is a dragon key. And this is going to be very integral to what we need for the next part of this mission essentially. So you're going to basically do your breakthrough. This is going to give you a key. This is going to advance you to the ability to have more energy, as well as give you essentially way more like levels and stuff. But you're going to go from 15 to 20, or it's going to be unlocked for you to go from 15 to 20. And then from here, you're just going to finish up this mission. It's a pretty straightforward 10-minute like gauntlet kind of thing. They're all relatively weak, all things considered. And once you finish this up, it's going to go to our next step, because this is really important. Next, let's head back to the bamboo adobe, and we're going to be going to the Wayfarer location. This is not too far from the guy that basically gives you the ability to choose between 4 skills. If you watch the ultimate beginner's guide that we released the other day, then you probably didn't choose the fan and got baited. I chose the umbrella. The glaive is also a really good option. As long as you didn't choose the dual blades or didn't choose the fan, you're in a very good hands, because now we're going to go get that fan, because again, as I told you in that video, it's only like 15 seconds away. Basically, as you can see here looking on screen now, I put a way marker where you're going to need to go, and this is going to be the location you need to head to, as this is going to be the cave you need to do. We're going to go observe a master and kind of do the mission. One very key important thing to be careful of: there is a boss wandering around this area. It will pull you into a mission, and I think he's like level 30. You can try to beat him. If you have assisted parry, he's probably pretty easy, but otherwise he's actually a little strong, so make sure not to mess with them. And then from there, go inside to this little cave here, and this is where you need to put your dragon key. This is kind of why we need to break through to get that free key, and this is going to give us access to the hill. So you're going to need to come through this mission and essentially run through. I'll have it playing kind of fast forwarded in the area so that you have a better idea of where you need to run. I would also highly recommend that you actually explore the full cave and unlock every single treasure chest. The thing is, there is a mystic art here that is going to improve the healing on your fan, so that you get like a lot more out of your heals. So make sure you pick this up and don't miss out on it, and just essentially run through the cave, assassinating enemies and finishing it off. Now at the end, there will be the lady you need to observe the fan skill from, and or the stance from rather, and you just observe her, and just like that you'll have access to the healing fan, which is going to be extremely integral till probably about level 60 plus. So this is a extreme vast majority of your single player, so really nice item. Now from here we're going to be picking up a very integral skill that's going to be once again used pretty much throughout the entire game, and if you've been following the guide along you probably already got to this point in the game, and this is essentially where it tells you to go meet up with your uncle, and at this location is going to be the Heavens Pier. You'll see it here on the map, and essentially you're going to be looking for a guy who's going to just tell you to challenge this guy to a drinking match. Now he's going to essentially show you how to do the skill, and you're going to go ahead and do the quest really quick and unlock this skill. Now the importance of this skill is very simple. It's going to let you pickpocket, steal items, and essentially get away with just getting extra things. I know there's manuscripts, there's like herbs, just a lot of different items that can be very useful for your progression that this skill actually is going to help with, and there's going to be items that you can actually grab or can't grab that you need this skill to actually do. So it's really important to pick this up, so make sure to pick it up. Next, let's talk about some mobility on the map. Now obviously you can always pick up any horse that you want, and it's going to become your horse if you steal it. There are some consequences if you keep doing it, by the way, but you can get your horse and press 6 on the keyboard and mouse and you essentially will summon your mount. But I'm going to show you guys how to get significantly more mobility, and this is going to be from the Meteor Flight skill. Now located here on the map, this is going to be essentially a guy you need to go talk to, and it's a very simple quest that you come and do. Just walk up to him, talk to him, and he's going to just essentially give you the skill. Now once you actively have this skill, it's going to just be the ability to just fly all over the map, and I mean it's not like the craziest furthest flight skill in the game, but it is a really good option, and you can kind of cancel mid-flight to just, you know, keep where you want to go. I think this skill is really good for just general mobility and something you want to pick up early. But yeah, it's located here. Make sure you go ahead and grab this, and that's going to be your main first mobility skill. All right, next let's move on to the next thing we're looking for, and we're going to be heading over here to the Blissful Retreat. You're going to be talking to this merchant named Takedown. And what this merchant does is give you the ability to essentially buy one of the best, and I mean one of the literal core best chants in the entire game. Again, if you've watched my Ultimate Beginner's Guide, we talked about this yesterday, and essentially this guy is going to give you the ability to pick up morale chant pages, and you're going to need all 10 to essentially get it. I'm going to reiterate this again one more time, but you generally shouldn't be spending your jades wildly, because again, these are going to be the things that you really need to use for upgrades. A lot of players are probably going to spend these on like gacha pulls, but I would highly recommend at least getting this skill as well as maxing it out. Now as you can see here, what this does is it gives you an 8% chance to gain 1 stack of Yi River that when attacking or healing, increasing physical damage and healing by 1% for 8 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. This is considered one of the best buffs in the entire game. It's universally going to be good for every class, whether you're a healer, whether you're a tank, whether you're a DPS, you're going to want to pick this up because this actually gives you a ton of benefits. And one thing that keep in mind, after you completely upgrade this and actually unlock it, it's going to have its own passive skill tree that can upgrade it. And I can 100% guarantee you, you want to max this out. This is a core and mandatory passive skill that almost every single build is going to use. I can't stress that enough. Anyway guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I want to give you guys some of the early game items and just like things I think that are super important and core for your progression. In the future video, we're going to be going over builds as well as some other weapons and items that I think are very useful. But for now, that should be pretty much all you need for your early progression. Let me know down in the comments if you think there's something that I may have missed that's super important. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns for the game, feel free to let me know down in the comments. I'll try to answer them all. Really appreciate all the support on the Where Winds Meet content, guys. You guys have been really awesome, so I do appreciate that. Don't forget to leave me a like as well as subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next Where Winds Meet video very soon, guys.